Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be self-improvement and sexual attraction. Well, I've got a really great short email success story from a guy who was he said he was using weed to escape from life, and he was just in a really bad, shitty place. And he's completely turned around his life to the point where he's really happy, he loves his life, he takes great care of his body. And he says women approach him effortlessly to the point where he literally watches other guys, especially like when he's working out at the gym, chase women to the point where the women come up and approach him and start talking to him. And so he's got an effortless life when it comes to meeting women. And it's another example of what I talk about all the time, what I talk about in my book. Well, if you want to create attraction with members of the opposite sex, the most important thing is to focus on creating a life and lifestyle that you're proud of. Because when you're happy and you love your life, you look good, you feel good, you take better care of your body, people notice that because, quite frankly, it's pretty fucking rare in the world. And when that happens, you get lots of choices and you got lots of options because most of the people in this world, probably 97% of the people in this world, are just trying to take whatever they can get, which usually ain't very much, and they've put up with this in their career. They put up with it in their personal life. They put up with it in their friendships. They put up with it in the kinds of business partners they go into business with. And it kills them. It literally takes decades off of their life because when you're not excited and happy about your life, you're going to have one foot in the grave. So I got a quote that I wrote on this topic, and then we're going to go through his success story and see what he did differently, how he changed his life, and how he used what he learned from my book and in my videos to make meeting and dating and picking up women just absolutely effortless. So the quote says, "Men who are successful at getting what they want in life have a vibe of abundance and success. They have high standards and do not settle for any kind of mediocrity in their lives. They easily brush off criticism from weaker people who seek to impose their beliefs, opinions, and worldview by using shame or guilt as a tool of manipulation and control. Once you decide what you want in life, you must resolve to pay the price to get it, and tune out the countless people you will encounter along your journey who think they know better and have the right to dictate and determine what you should and should not be. When someone tries to impose their limitations onto you, they are telling you their story, not yours." So let's go through his email. He says, "Hey coach, this is a success story that I'd like to share with you. I used to be a pussy and women walked all over me. Well, women will never love a guy they don't respect. I had no game and I was a beta male. I didn't go to the gym, I smoked weed, and I was lost mentally, physically, and spiritually. In other words, you're missing an emotionally compelling reason to get up every day and do something that was exciting. You were escaping from life. You weren't participating, partly because you didn't have the right success strategies to get what you want. And obviously, a book like mine will give you that, as long as you read it 10 to 15 times and apply it. Like you, my parents neglected me and I was sexually abused. I was fucked up emotionally. I read your book 6 times and I've noticed big changes in my mindset in my life. Women that are 10s approach me, talk to me, and notice me in the gym. I don't do anything. Others at work won't fuck with me, and they seem to be intimidated by me." Well, another great video to watch on this topic is the one I did several years ago called Body Language that attracts women. Because when you love yourself and you love your life, your chest is just naturally is going to be popped out, your head's going to be back, your shoulders going to be relaxed. You walk like you're proud of yourself. And the only people that walk like they're proud of themselves are people that are happy, people that feel attractive, people that feel sexy, people that love their lives, people that are expecting to get what they want, expecting to attract what they want. And they're not worried about when it happens. It just happens perfectly right on time. There's no reason to try to force things. Force is an illusion anyways. Control is an illusion. He says, "I've owned my presence and I feel like it inside of me and I carry it with me everywhere. It's a great feeling. I had no social skills, and that's where I started. I was insecure, and I was letting my past take control of me. I was fearful. Now I own it. I watch guys in the gym chase women. You see it through their body language, and I notice how women respond back. That's one of the fun things. If you're kind of new to my work, maybe you're a little shy, maybe you're a little intimidated to go out and do some of the things that I talk about in there, maybe it's a little too bold for you. It's great to just learn that stuff and to just people watch for a while. Because when you people watch, you start to see the patterns that I talk about in my book in other people. You can tell who's got confidence and who thinks they're awesome and sexy and who thinks they're a steaming pile of dog dung. And just seeing those patterns in other people that I talk about in my book, that gives you confidence to believe in what I'm teaching. And the more you believe in the things that I teach and the more you see it in the real world, the more you see, wow, this fucking shaved head motherfucker really does know what he's talking about. And that gives you confidence to do more of it and to practice more of it. Because at the end of the day, what is confidence? Confidence is doing what you know how to do and doing it really well. The only way you get to do something really well is by repetition, time and repetition. And my book will give you the tools to practice the specific things that you need to practice, do, and say in order to get the things you want. And for those of you that maybe you're watching this, maybe you're kind of new and you haven't read my book yet, if you subscribe to the newsletter on my website, you can read it for free. And then once you see that it works, once you start getting results, then go buy a Kindle version or the paperback version or download the Audible version. How many people do you know that give away their best stuff for free? The only reason I can do it, and I have a very successful multi-million-dollar business, is because what I teach works. It speaks for itself. He says it's funny to watch because all of them come to me. I couldn't believe it. All those dudes led them to me. Well, you make women feel safe. And the reason you make them feel safe is because you're giving off that vibe of abundance and peace and relaxation and ease. And these other guys are in that scarcity mindset. They're just clawing for anything, trying to get anything that they can get. And women feel safe with a guy because when you have more than you need, you have choices and you have to be discerning. Just like the really super beautiful women pretty much have their choice of the guys that they can go out with. And so they have to test and weed out guys to determine who's really strong, who really knows how to act like a man, and who doesn't. He says, all these dudes just lead the women to me. The guy doing nothing, just being himself. Well, women can pick up on it. They can look at a guy and they can feel and they can sense that confidence. And quite frankly, if you ask most women, they don't really encounter that many men that give off that vibe. Hence, the reason for my book, 3% Man. I mean, only 3% of the people in this world have the kind of success in every area of their life that other people want. 97% of people are walking around living lives of mediocrity, of quiet desperation. Most people tend to major in minor things, as I learned from Tony Robbins 25 years ago when I first got into his work. I just want to say thank you for your information, and I'm definitely going to send you a donation. Well, donations are definitely appreciated, and if you appreciate the value of my work, please go to my website and click the donate button, which is the bottom of the toolbar on my website, and donate whatever you think is equal to the value, or just refer a friend or a family member and say, hey, go check this shaved head dude out and get his book. It's free on his website. You got nothing to lose, nothing but upside to gain. And I will talk to you soon.